Let's make a beat from scratch, everybody. Let's get right into this. Let's see here. All right, Ableton Live, let's do this. About 140 beats per minute. Let's bring down that volume a bit so it doesn't kill you guys. Let's do right there. All right, here we go. C minor. Too fast, too fast. About 130. Let's do 130. Let's bring it down. 130, a little bit slower. Okay, we'll stop there. We'll just pick whatever was close to good. Kind of got better as I kept playing. It's not the easiest. This keyboard is very small. Sometimes I mess up the C minor scales. Sometimes I get it right, you know, it's just part of the process. Never beat yourself up over not playing things perfectly. It's silly. Better to just keep doing it until you get something that you like than to just give up. And what I do is I just keep playing it until I feel like I got something that is decent. That's the only way to do it. The only way to do it, you can't just give up after one time or even 10 times. You got to just keep at it. Even though, yeah, I play the piano and all this stuff, I'm playing for years, but it would be perfect. That was pretty decent. Let's see. So let's clean that one up. That one's decent enough, at least. Let's see. Decent, decent. Let's get the one down. The way you do the one, it's not easy to get the one. First I'm going to do Command 2 to make the grid change to quarters, and then I'm going to just expand this grid to 16s until I get right in there, the one is right here. This is the one right there. So just make sure you see me. Okay, all right, good. Okay, so the one, back to the one right here. That's the one. Boom. That one. I'm going to get rid of that. That's the one right there. So that's where I want to start. Now I want to move this in a little bit so it actually is heard. There we go. Now we're going to make this the one. We're going to move this over here. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2. It's like a 4/8 song. Yep, and then you just go Control L, Command L to repeat it. Get rid of the metronome. Yeah. Okay, that's decent, as the kids say. That's decent. Okay. All right, now we're going to save this, and we'll call it something. A tough start. It's kind of how I feel this year has been. It's been a rough start. Let's call it a rough start. A rough, even like that piano lick was kind of a rough start, but we got through it. A rough start. Okay, now we're going to do, make sure that everything is all the, see like this here, this, the velocity, make sure that all the velocities are at least present. What was that? That's not good right there, that note. All right, good. So now we're going to EQ this a bit. EQ, let's see here. EQ this. We're going to add a little bit of verb, vantage. Concert hall, dirty play was my favorite. And then we're going to add some compression. We'll do all that side chaining here once we get the kick in. What else did I want to do to this? Let's rename it, might as well from the start. Let's call it grand piano, or just piano, I guess. We're going to add also a multi-band dynamics, kind of another compressor of sorts. With it, without it, compressor, with a dynamics multiband. Kind of the same effect, but it brings out different frequencies, which is the point of this. Split frequency, high, mid, low. So it splits the frequencies and you can then subtract or add. I like to go to this view to see the levels here. See right there, it's super easy to see the levels. Okay, now let's add a second melody. I don't have a lot of choices here in this computer as far as sounds, but let's see what else we got. Let's add, we got massive. Yeah, massive is always good. All right. Surprised massive is here. I didn't even know it was here. All right, how about that? Okay, let's see what we can find here in this particular, I'm thinking some sort of pat. Yeah. You know, I forgot to put the key in here, very important, C minor. right? Is that what it was? Let me just make sure before I move on here. Yeah, C minor, okay. Too much. Bass? No, I don't want bass yet. Huh. Oh, let's try that. No, a little too 80s there. That's probably why I like it. I'm an 80s kid all the way. Let's see here. I want a pad. Let's see if we can just go to pads here. Pad. There we go, that's the one. Okay. Always play the first and the fifth, if at all possible. Instead of the third. Third's kind of, it's too much stuff in the middle. So just the first and the fifth. Maybe the third and fifth, but usually the first and the fifth is what you want to play, if you know about that. Okay. Okay, so let's try it together now. The reason why you sometimes can't hear those first few notes is because they're just outside of the one. I like that better. All right, now we're ready for some rock and roll, plus some kick. Let's do that, huh? We're gonna just do it through waves. Yeah. We're gonna do two kicks to make it really pop. We're gonna do one high and one low. That'll be our high. I don't mean sound or level, I mean more frequency. So actually this is more of our high, and this will be our low. I'm gonna bring that way down. Again, like this. I like this view for that very reason. It's too much. And which one's high and which one's low? We just solo these. That's, so this one's high. We'll put the high one first, and low. second. All right, now we're gonna just add a little bit of fade at the end, just so it's nice and smooth. Now we're gonna duplicate these. Control, Command D, boom. Set the metronome. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. So that's how you do it. That's 4, not and 1. Now notice the transient in this, meaning where it actually begins, it's like on 1 E, it's like not quite on 1, so we have to just make sure that fits. Okay, so this is more 4 or 1, not and a 1. Now we're 30 seconds, so let's bring this down to 16s. Command 2 does that. Trick I learned from Beat Making Academy. There we go. Even that's still too late, isn't it? It's because of this. See, that's why it sounds late, because the transient is not on 1. We'll see if that works for us. If that creates too many problems, then we may have to change those WAV files. But for now, we'll just keep it as is. Okay, the reason why you can't hear any of that stuff is because somehow I didn't copy the full file, which is really strange. It's right there, huh? That's interesting. That's not where it belongs. It belongs on 1, right there. Okay, maybe I didn't copy the full 2 bars. You have to be very careful when you copy things, because sometimes you just miss something. It's not bad if it's a little off, because it adds a little bit of human element, but I don't know. We'll see if it's not too far. Let's add the clap. Just needs a clap, just because. Yeah. 1, 2, and 3. There it is. I think that's the basic for now. Copy that. Let's add another clap. I mean, that's the classic one, the trap one. We'll add it, why not? This is when it's easy, where you're just copying and pasting. To make one darker, let's say this one. That one's kind of darker than this one. Yes, that works, okay. No, but I was going to say, if you want to make it darker, this one, I think, right? That's the one? That was already dark? Yeah. So this one is, well, anyway, this one is dark. The way you want to do that is you can just transpose it down a bit here. 2 semitones, 3 semitones. Hear that? It's not just volume, it's actually the key. Let's see. Hear that? I like that. So we'll just get rid of all this and use that snare with -3 semitones just to add a little bit of low. Now let's add some hats. Actually, let's add a snare, like another snare. Yeah, I think I'm okay. No more snares. We already have 2. Clap and a snare. I meant hi-hat. Those are loops. You don't want to see how down here it shows that it's a whole loop. So you don't. I mean, you could want that as a backup. It's not bad. See, that's not bad. Let's add that loop. It'll be like a secondary thing. See? But okay, I have a phone call that I need to do, so I'm going to stop the stream, but I will come back to it in a bit, okay? All right, I'll see you soon.